Hey, what's up guys? This is PokerXpress, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos. Let's jump straight in.
Kristen raised it to 1,200. Lauren 3-bet it to 3,700. And John cold called the...
2 4s.
He limped and then
Oh,
cold
look,
called.
a 4 on the flop.
And a king. Uh-oh.
Poor Lauren.
Poor Lauren.
This is going to be very tough luck for Lauren here. She picked up 2 aces and got no action. Now she's got top pair after 3-betting it for the flop. And John hopped the fence for the 3,700. Flopped a set.
He gave a big sigh as he called there.
Yeah. If she was paying attention, she could read that as a tell. When people give those kind of sighs, usually they got a big hand.
That might save her.
No. She's going to go all in here. No.
Oh, she's only got 25K left. Yeah, she is going to get all her chips in at some point.
There's 29K in the pot already.
She hates that card so much. She's trying not to put him in, but she's going to have to anyway.
Yeah. Well, you got to hate that card.
Ooh. More theatrics from John.
Boy, oh boy. He is going for the Oscar, folks. But, you know, with a possible flush draw out there, this is the way he's going to make the most money, by checking on the turn here. Now she probably thinks she's got the best hand here with 2 kings and a queen kicker. Yeah, she should bet about 7,000 here and then throw it away if he moves in. Put a little blocker bet out there.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Come on in.
Call.
Yeah. What'd you have?
Yeah.
A set of 4s. Oh,
That was a good check on the turn by
Excellent.
John. You got to give him credit.
wow.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is just tough luck.
Ah,
You 3-bet, you flop top pair like that, you run into a small set.
Dollars for the wildlife that's been devastated by those fires. Also on Kale's Twitter page at ROFLShove. He's got the link as well. Thought certainly with Australia. You know, the Aussie Millions are going on right now.
How about this? Limping
The
in now with 2
Australian Poker
aces
Open
from
coming
the
up.
hijack.
Yep. Our defending champion. Folds around to Ludo in the big blinds with 3s.
This is sort of an interesting spot. You're already short. You're wondering what Giannis would be limping with from the hijack.
Sorry?
Does he see through it? Does he feel like he's being trapped? How often is this guy limping that late in position? Nice check.
Yeah,
by
good check.
Ludo. Certainly thinks that something is happening, something's up. Or was that a time extension, Jeff?
Oh, you're right. You're right. It was.
I
It
thought
was
he
a time
pushed
extension.
his chips forward.
I just need a 4.
He's going to push a lot more chips forward, as will Giannis, who snaps with the aces and is in pretty good shape to double up.
Oops.
Ludovic Geilich needs to spike a 3. Ace in the window, ace king 4. Backdoor straight draw, easy, right?
Never a doubt.
8 on the turn. The double up for our defending champion, Giannis Angelou-Constas, who played day 1 and 2 online.
I don't fault Ludo there for shoving.
Yeah.
How often is our guy limping with something that he's trapping with in late position? And
If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
3-bet and then jam. Mustafa flat with aces last time. He may flat with queens. potentially.
Well, he hasn't done.
No, versus a re-raise.
Oh, right.
If Pascal goes to the re-raise, because he knows last time Pascal had nothing when he re-raised. He had some low cards because he just check folded the turn really quickly.
He could have had 8s or 9s. It's possible, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to flat with the queens.
You think queens are just that much more vulnerable?
Yeah.
That you're kind of happier to get
And
in?
I think he also knows, or he may well know, that he's up against a different kind of hand where he might be able to get it in as well.
Pascal did look a bit more confident this time.
Yeah.
Like when he put his chips in.
Yeah.
Queens are not that much more vulnerable though, because like he's not going to free bet like King 5 or something. He's going to choose undercards generally.
Okay, it looks like he might be choosing Pleno's line of flatting. So low flop.
Pascal's like, Jesus, don't put some high cards out there again. Just give me a 8-4-5.
Oh,
wow.
My word.
This is interesting.
Yeah, because he's got the gutter and he's got a decent pair. That how often is it? Well, Pascal can easily have a hand with a king in.
I think Pascal's going to lead here.
Probably, yeah. It's interesting if he goes for 3 streets or 2 streets. Usually you want to work out, do I want to bet small on the flop, small on the turn, big on the river, or do I want to bet bigger on the flop and then shove the turn?
I'm very small, isn't he?
Very tiny.
So it looks like he's trying to set it up for 3 streets here. Mustafa will call once, call twice. River's going to be the interesting street, I think. Yep.
So brick on the turn to keep it interesting.
Interesting.
Well, that's kind of a brick.
Turn.
It doesn't change who's in front. So it's
Tens may check. Because if Mustafa has a king, he's going to bet himself.
Yeah.
If he has 7-8, he's going to start folding now if we bet. So I think tens probably wants to check now. Yeah. And now queen should definitely check back.
Yeah.
You don't have 2 streets with queens here. You have 1 street, and it's probably better to induce a bluff on the river by a check-in.
Yeah. So you think Mustafa is comfortable that he's in front now?
Yeah, but he's either super far in front, or he's a million miles away.
Exactly.
Well, it looks like he's going for a bet.
Oh my word.
And clearly this is a value bet.
Yeah, he feels that the paired king, makes it far more likely that his queens are good.
I think if you bet the turn, you have to bet the river, because you.
He might have just gone past 9-10, for example.
Pascal's like, what is going on here?
And again, it's a small bet, 135 into 420.
Well, if he thinks he's up against a king.
But the king's going to bet the river anyway. If he's against some weak hands, he wants to get something out of it.
Yeah.
But you can't really expect.
But he's out of position on the river, so
But he's always going. If he has a king, he will always face a bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a non-standard bet on the turn, I'd say.
Does Mustafa bet the river if it's?
I think he has to.
A brick?
I think he has to because of otherwise he would have checked the turn and then bet the river.
No, I think Mustafa can check back on the river surely, because what's he going to get a call from that he's beating?
Yeah, but if you want to bet 1 street, I'd rather bet the river and give him a chance to bluff you.
But he hasn't done that.
Yeah, so if you do decide to bet, I think you have to. It's with the intention thinking you can get called twice, Because if he thinks I'm only going to get 1 street, he would just bet the river.
I got you. Yeah.
But if he thinks he's going to bet the turn, it's because he thinks he can get 2 streets,
Right.
Against maybe ace 10 or.
Yeah.
I don't think the fact it's come backdoor spades really is.
I think it does matter somewhat. Like, Pascal is going to have some like ace jack of spades, ace 10 of spades, which he will play like this. 10x of spades, like 10 jack of spades, 10 8 of spades. These kind of hands would go into a free bet range pre-flop.
So now you think Mustafa can legitimately check back?
I mean, like I said, if I bet the turn, I would definitely bet the river if I could assume I could get value, but I wouldn't assume I could get 2 streets of value. I think it's too thin. I would check the turn and then bet the river big. Like, let's say Pascal has 7-8. He will just fold the turn when you bet, but if you check back, he's going to bluff this river. So I don't like the turn bet, but maybe he has good reasons why he wants to do it.
It looks like he's betting again. Clearly, he thinks...
He's going to face a jam, and then...
Well, he's jamming himself, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's jamming himself.
And that's it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, we are all over.
He should have just got it all in pre-flop hand.
Yeah.
He can count himself unlucky then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he won't be able to sleep.
Ah.
I'm sure he'll be fine to sleep with the 120,000.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one.
Giannis flats. 2 very strong hands heads up. Ace, king, 4. Giannis checks. Expect Alex to check back. Do you think he'll bet here? He's going to bet.
I think he'll bet 13. Oh,
You can't
there we
say it
go.
once
Look
you've
at
seen it, Luda. Come
that.
on.
What's wrong with that?
Come on. Everyone knows you're a genius already.
Okay.
You don't have to fudge it.
Just a call. Turn card. 10 of diamonds would have been nice. I fully expect us to go check, check.
Does check through.
Oi, oi.
Oh, wow.
That's what you call the nuts.
70 million chips in the pot.
Almost checked it.
Interesting check here, Ludo. I guess he has quite a lot of 10x. Right, he can check all his gut shots on the flop. Makes a pair. So you're going to want to check the nuts to protect that, and also, you know, you are going to list some bluffs here, aren't you?
This one here is interesting because he's trying to get like a king to fold, but that doesn't make much sense. So like he's tried to get some sort of flush draw, straight draw that got there with a 10 to fold.
Right, there's some, yeah, a lot of 10x here.
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. Or maybe he thinks it's like a merge where he gets him to call with some sort of 4. I don't know, I'm saying like it's quite interesting. I think I like to just check the pocket 8s here. You've still got some showdown, and you've not really got a good hand to bluff with.
Yeah, obviously you have a diamond, which isn't block some of those missed draws as well. Yeah, this is. I think I would just be checking this back, Ludo. Just
yeah, you still beat like a 4, and also like let's say that he has 4-5 or something, he can maybe turn that into a bluff.
Right, yeah.
Or let's say he has like 10 jack or like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's got a
I'm
hand,
saying like he could maybe turn
10
that
jack
into a
or
bluff.
queen 10, now he could bluff with these hands.
No, I'm not too sure because that might. I'm not sure. They might have a bit too much showdown value as well. Because why wouldn't they just bet an ace again on the turn? So like,
yeah,
a king here's in a good position. So like, he's not really betting 46 million to get a king to fold.
No, and
This is an easy call with a
king.
king.
Might well have led as well. The river himself, right? Of course, does move all in.
Now obviously, like this isn't a good hand to call with because you're blocking like 8-10 of diamonds, all these type of hands.
Right.
That you want him to. Obviously, you don't want him to have because he beats you with a pair of 10s. But the way the hand's played, it's pretty messy. It's a messy hand heads up here. Like the way this hand's went, you don't get to see hands like this that often. So it's like hard to like kind of commentate and be quite precise in certain departments because.
Right. Obviously, the value hands he reps are
it's just
basically queen jack.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Well, Foxy's obviously thinking about it
deuce
here.
5, I suppose, as well.
He must be thinking he might have 4-5 that he's turning into a bluff.
Or as you say, 10 jack.
Jack
queen 10 maybe.
Jack 4 of diamonds, queen 4 of diamonds.
Right.
Like something that doesn't need to bluff the river because it's
queen,
got showdown.
Queen 3 jack 3 of diamonds as well.
Yeah. So like, okay, so we've got like, we could say like he's got showdown with like Jack 4 of diamonds, Jack 3 of diamonds, queen 3 of diamonds, queen 4 of diamonds, and then maybe you can put in some like 3-5 suited hands, like 4-5.
Right, and if the only hand that check raises all in for value, or the only hands that do it, what, set of 4s? Set of 4s and queen jack, are there other hands?
But the thing about this as well that Alex will be thinking, I'm pretty sure he's going to throw it away, but I'm saying like, the only thing he's going to be thinking about this situation is when I bet so much into the river, 46 into 70, and he shoves all in, he's basically only repping queen jack.
Yeah.
So how many combos of queen jack is there?
Right, there's not many compared to the combos.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you start throwing in like the jack 4 of diamonds, jack 3 of diamonds, the queen 3 of diamonds, the 4-5, all the type of hands, there's more combos of those than there is of the jack queen. So that's maybe where he's getting himself leveled in his head.
I suppose there's not. Well, he has called. Ludo, he
has
has called. And
that is
the nuts
insane.
Gets tabled, and that's it.
That's insane. But I'm saying that's obviously what he was expecting if he was beat.
Wow.
Was the hand queen jack.
Wow, and just like that, Alex